You've probably been inside a Dollar Tree more times than you can count. You grab what you need, you check out, and you leave. And that right there, that is exactly what they're counting on. Because the people who actually know how to shop at Dollar Tree, they are not doing what you're doing. They're walking out with things you didn't even know were available at prices that would make your jaw drop. And a few of them are literally paying a penny for items still sitting on the shelf. Today we're counting down $13 tree shopping secrets that the store has absolutely no interest in telling you about. Some of these are going to feel obvious once you hear them. A couple are going to genuinely surprise you. And number one is the kind of thing that, once you know it, you're going to wonder how long you've been walking past free money without ever realizing it. So let's get into it. But real quick before we do, if you'd rather catch this on Daily Motion or listen on the go through Spotify, we're on both platforms now. The QR code is right there on your screen, and the links are sitting in the description below. Go ahead and subscribe while you're here too, because this is exactly the kind of content we put out every week. And tell me in the comments, how often are you actually shopping at Dollar Tree? Once a week, a few times a month, or just whenever you happen to pass one? Secret number 13, shop more than one location. This one sounds simple, and it is, but it makes a bigger difference than you'd think. Dollar Tree does not stock every location the same way. The inventory varies from store to store, sometimes dramatically. So if you went to your usual location last week and didn't see what you were looking for, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means your store didn't get it. I've driven to 2 or 3 locations in the same trip and found completely different items at each one. Things that were totally sold out at my regular store were fully stocked 3 miles away. The people who treat Dollar Tree like a treasure hunt and actually find things are almost always the ones shopping multiple locations. It takes a little extra time, but when you're talking about a store where everything costs $1.50 or less, even a small find at a second location is worth the detour. Secret number 12, download the Dollar Tree app and use the scanner. Dollar Tree has an app, and if you've never touched it, you're missing out on something genuinely useful. There's a built-in barcode scanner inside the app that lets you scan any item in the store and pull up its price and product details right on your phone before you even get to the register. Now, why does that matter at a store where everything is supposed to be under $2? Because not everything scans the way you'd expect. Prices have been shifting at Dollar Tree over the past couple of years, and some items on the shelf aren't as clearly marked as they used to be. The scanner takes the guesswork out of it completely. You point your phone at the barcode, it tells you exactly what you're paying. That's it. And as we get into some of the later secrets on this list, that app scanner is going to become a whole lot more important. So go ahead and download it now if you haven't already. Secret number 11, find out your store's delivery day. Every Dollar Tree location gets a truck. Most stores receive at least one delivery per week, though the day varies by location. And the best time to shop? By far was the morning after that truck comes in. That's when the shelves are fully stocked. The seasonal items are freshly rotated, and the clearance sections haven't been picked through yet. If you show up 2 or 3 days after the delivery, the good stuff is already gone. The trick is finding out when your specific store gets its truck. You can ask an employee. Most of them will tell you. Once you know that day, build your Dollar Tree trip around it. It sounds like a small thing, but the difference in what's available between the morning after delivery and the end of the week is significant. Regulars who know their store's schedule are always the ones finding the best items. Secret number 10. The quarter rack is not just a deal, it's a signal. Dollar Tree runs clearance events where certain items get marked down to 25 cents. Most shoppers treat that as a nice little discount and move on. But what the store is not telling you is that the quarter rack is often the last stop before something drops even further. When Dollar Tree's corporate office wants to clear out a product for good, they mark it down to 25 cents first. And then, if it still doesn't move, the price in the system drops to 1 cent. That's right, 1 penny. And as of this year, you can actually buy those items if you find them. We're going to get into exactly how that works very soon because it's one of the biggest secrets on this entire list. But for right now, the thing to know is this. When you see something on the quarter rack, pay attention to it. If it disappears from the shelf in a week or two, it may not have sold out. It may have just dropped to a penny. So we've covered the basics of timing, location, and the app. Now the secrets start getting a little more interesting and a little more valuable. Pay attention to this next one because it is genuinely one of the biggest policy changes Dollar Tree has made in years, and the store is not advertising it anywhere. Secret number 9, the penny item policy changed in January 2026. For years, Dollar Tree had a strict internal rule. When corporate wanted to clear out a product, they'd mark it down to 1 cent in their system, not as a deal for customers, but as a signal to employees to pull those items off the shelves and get rid of them. If a shopper happened to find one of those items and bring it to the register, the store was allowed to refuse the sale. And they did, routinely. That changed in January of this year. A memo went out to Dollar Tree district managers confirming a new policy. If a customer brings a penny item to the register, employees are now required to sell it to them for 1 cent. Employees confirmed this across multiple Reddit threads after the announcement. One store worker put it plainly. They received the message through their operations center and were told that any item from the most recent clearance event, now marked down to a penny in the system, had to be sold if a customer brought it up to the register. Here's the catch, though. These items are never labeled. There's no sign, no tag, no bright sticker that says 1 cent. The price only exists in the system. So you won't find them by looking at price tags. You find them by scanning, which is exactly why that app we talked about in secret number 12 matters so much. And one more thing to know. The moment you bring a penny item to checkout, employees are supposed to go collect whatever's left on the shelf. So if you find one, grab everything you want before you get in line. You will not get a second shot at it. Secret number 8. Use the in-store price scanners, not just your eyes. Most Dollar Tree locations have at least one physical price scanner mounted somewhere in the store, usually near the front or along a main aisle. And a surprising number of shoppers walk right past it every single trip without ever using it. Here's why it matters. Dollar Tree has been adjusting prices over the past couple of years. Some items are $1.25, some are $1.50, and some are creeping even higher on select products. Not everything on the shelf is clearly marked, and the signage isn't always updated the way it should be. So what looks like a $1.50 item might actually ring up differently. The scanner tells you the truth before you get to the register. Run anything you're not sure about through it. This is especially important when you're buying in quantity. If you're grabbing 10 of something for a party or a project and the price is off by 50 cents per item, that adds up fast. Pair the in-store scanner with the app scanner, and you've got 2 ways to confirm exactly what you're paying before a single item lands on the conveyor belt. Secret number 7. Order online and ship to your store for free. Dollar Tree has a website, and you can order most of their products online in bulk and have the order shipped directly to your local store at no charge. The pickup is free, no delivery fee, no minimum order surcharge. You just go in and grab your case when it's ready. Now, there is one thing to know going in. The website sells by the case, not by the piece. You're not ordering 2 picture frames. You're ordering a case of 24. So for everyday single item purchases, the website doesn't make much sense. But for the right situation, it is genuinely useful. Think about it this way. If you're planning a birthday party, a baby shower, a classroom event, or stocking up on craft supplies, and you need 20, 30, or 40 of the same item, driving to 3 different locations hoping they all have enough in stock is a real headache. The website solves that completely. You order the quantity you need, you pick a color or style, and it comes to your store. Small business owners and teachers use this all the time, and most regular shoppers have no idea it exists. Secret number 6. The unit price math will surprise you. This one runs counter to what feels obvious, so it's worth slowing down for a second. Just because something costs $1.25 at Dollar Tree does not automatically mean it's cheaper than the same category of item at Walmart or your local grocery store. Sometimes it definitely is a better deal. Sometimes it genuinely isn't a better deal at all. The number that matters isn't the price on the tag, it's the price per ounce, per count, or per unit. A bottle of dish soap at Dollar Tree might be $1.25, which sounds like a deal. But if that bottle contains half the volume of a $2 bottle at Walmart, you are actually paying more per ounce at the dollar store. The packaging is smaller, the quantity is less, and the math doesn't always work in Dollar Tree's favor. This doesn't mean you should stop buying those items. It means you should really know before you grab. Pull out your phone, divide the price by the number of ounces, or count on the label and compare. Some things at Dollar Tree are an incredible value per unit. Cleaning supplies, paper goods, and certain pantry staples tend to hold up well. Other items, however, are not so much of a deal. Do the math once, and you'll know which aisles to trust and which ones to double-check every time. I'll be honest, this one caught me off guard the first time I ran the numbers myself. I had been buying the same item at Dollar Tree for months, thinking I was saving money, and it turned out I was actually paying slightly more per use than if I'd bought the bigger size somewhere else. The numbers are the numbers. This information is definitely worth knowing. And speaking of knowing what others don't, drop a comment below right now and tell me, did you already know about that penny item policy, or is that the first time you're hearing it? Because when I found out about it this year, it completely changed how I shop in that store. So we've talked unit price math, penny items, and the online ordering system. And if you've made it this far, you're already shopping smarter than the average person walking through those doors. But the next 4 secrets, these are the ones that separate the people who occasionally find a good deal from the people who find good deals every single time they go in. Before we get into them, though, if this kind of content is useful to you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We cover practical money-saving tips every week, and there's a lot more where this came from. Secret number 5. Post-holiday timing is everything. Dollar Tree goes heavy on seasonal merchandise. Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, Easter, they stock up significantly for every major holiday, and when that holiday ends, those items do not disappear gracefully. They get marked down fast. The window you're looking for is the day after, or at most 2 days after, the holiday ends. This is definitely not the following week, not when you happen to think of it. You want to show up the day after. Shoppers who know this show up early the morning after a holiday and walk out with bags of seasonal decor, gift wrap, candy, and party supplies at clearance prices. Those items will hit the quarter rack within 48 hours. And if you've been paying attention to what we covered earlier, you already know what the quarter rack can eventually lead to. The mistake people make is waiting too long. By the time the weekend rolls around after a major holiday, the good clearance items are already gone. The early shoppers clean them out. If post-holiday savings is something you want to take advantage of, you have to treat it like an actual event on your calendar, because that is exactly what it is. Secret number 4, know what to buy and what to skip. Dollar Tree is not equally good across every single aisle. There are categories where you genuinely get excellent value, and there are categories where you're better off spending a little more somewhere else. Knowing the difference saves you money and frustration. The consistent wins at Dollar Tree tend to be cleaning supplies, gift bags and wrap, greeting cards, and certain pantry staples. Name brand products do show up on the shelves periodically too, and when they do, they're worth grabbing because you're getting a recognizable product at a fraction of the usual price. The consistent skips are a shorter list, but they matter. Trash bags from Dollar Tree are notoriously thin. You'll double bag everything and end up spending more in the long run. Off-brand electronics like phone chargers, earbuds, and extension cords are a real gamble in terms of quality and safety. Cheap hardware, screws, anchors, adhesive strips, tends to underperform when you actually need it to hold something. And cookware with unclear coating labels is worth passing on entirely until you know exactly what's in it. The good news is that once you've shopped Dollar Tree enough times with this filter in mind, it becomes second nature. You stop even looking at the charger display and you slow down in the cleaning supplies aisle. You learn your store and exactly how it works for you. Secret number 3, join the online communities before you walk in. This one is something the casual Dollar Tree shopper would never think to do, but regulars swear by it. There are active communities on Facebook and Instagram dedicated entirely to Dollar Tree finds, penny item drops, and clearance alerts. What these groups do is crowdsource the intelligence. Someone in Ohio finds a batch of penny items on a Tuesday morning, posts about it, and within hours, shoppers across the country know what to look for. People share which items just hit the quarter rack, which seasonal products are rotating out, and which name brand items landed this week. Because when I found out about it this year, it completely changed how I shop in that store. Walking into Dollar Tree without this information is like going to the grocery store without knowing what's on sale. You can still find good things, but you're doing it blind. Walking in after spending 5 minutes in one of these groups means you already know what to scan and what to pick up before it's gone. Search Dollar Tree Penny Shopping on Facebook and you'll find several active groups right away. It takes about 2 minutes to join and it changes how you shop completely. Secret number 2, the 25-cent watch trick. We touched on this earlier in the context of penny items, but it deserves its own spot because it's an actual strategy. When you see a specific item marked down to 25 cents at Dollar Tree, make a note of it. Take a photo on your phone if you want, the item name, what it looks like, which aisle it was in. Then go back within a week or two and check on it. If that item is still on the shelf at a quarter, great. If it has disappeared from the regular shelf and you can't find it anywhere obvious, do not assume it's sold out. Head to the clearance bins, check the end caps, and scan anything that looks remotely similar using your app. What sometimes happens is that the item didn't sell through at 25 cents and the price dropped to a penny in the system. Those are the ones that scan as product not found in the app. And as we are about to get into with the very next secret, that product not found message is not an error. It is actually a signal, and it might be the most useful thing you'll learn about shopping at Dollar Tree all year. Secret number 1, product not found means you may be holding a penny item. Here it is. This is the one that changes everything. Pull out your Dollar Tree app, open the barcode scanner, and point it at any item in the store. Normally it pulls up the product name and the price. Straightforward. Normally it pulls up the product name and the price. Straightforward. It says product not found. The app clearly says product not found. And if you are like most shoppers, you would assume that means the app just doesn't have that item in its database yet. You'd put it back on the shelf and move on. That is exactly what Dollar Tree is counting on. When the Dollar Tree app returns product not found on an item physically on the shelf, it may have already been marked down to 1 penny. The app can't find it because it has essentially been removed from the active product catalog, but it hasn't been physically pulled from the shelf yet, which means it's still available. And under the policy that took effect in January of this year, if you bring it to the register and it scans at 1 cent, the employee is required to sell it to you for 1 cent. Now, I want to be straightforward with you here. Not every product not found result is a penny item. Sometimes it genuinely is just a product the app hasn't indexed properly. So the move is not to assume, the move is to verify. When the app returns that message, take the item to one of the in-store price scanners mounted on the wall. That scanner pulls directly from the store's live system. If it shows 1 cent on that screen, you found one. Grab everything you want before you head to checkout, because the moment that transaction goes through, an employee is going to go collect whatever is left on the shelf. And if the cashier pushes back and says they can't sell it to you, stay calm and be polite about it. The policy is real, and it is very important to know. It came directly from the corporate headquarters earlier this year. Some store managers are still getting up to speed on it, and a little patience goes a long way. If they still won't budge, simply ask them to remove the item from your transaction and try again at a different location. It's not worth a fight over a penny, but it is absolutely worth trying. Think about what that means for a second. People are walking out of Dollar Tree with armfuls of beauty products, home goods, seasonal items, and craft supplies for literally 1 cent each. And the shoppers getting those deals are not luckier than you. They just know 2 things you didn't know this morning: what product not found actually means, and what to do next. I've had shopping trips where I found nothing. I've also had trips where I walked out spending under $2 on a cart full of items because I knew what to scan and what to do when the app came back with that message. It takes patience and it takes a few practice runs before it clicks. But when it does click, it genuinely feels like you've figured out a system the store built for employees and accidentally left open for customers. And that is really what all 13 of these secrets come down to. Dollar Tree is a good store. There is real value in those aisles. But the store is set up for the shopper who grabs and goes, not the shopper who knows. Every secret we covered today exists because Dollar Tree benefits when you don't know about it. The multiple locations, the delivery day timing, the app scanner, the quarter rack signal, the penny policy, the unit price math, the online communities, none of that is advertised. None of it is on a sign. You either know it or you don't. Well, now you know. So let me ask you this. Before today, had you ever heard of the product not found trick? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious how many people have stumbled onto that one on their own versus hearing about it for the first time right now. If this had you thinking about other stores where secrets like these are hiding in plain sight, search for the Sam's Club Secrets video. That one covers 17 things most members have never heard of, and a few of them are just as surprising as what we went through today. Now go put some of this to work. Talk soon and happy shopping, everyone.